Good morning. This is Wayne G. Hammond, and I wanted to have a chat with you about the South African currency. And have you ever wondered why you've got these little pieces that just end, like these little ink lines that just end in random places all over our notes? So from the front, like over here, that just ends right over there, just randomly. You've got a little block that ends over here, that just ends over there. If you're looking on the flip side as well, tiny little marks, like that little mark just ends randomly there. There's a little square over there, little square over there. I wanted to point something very interesting out. And if you match the lines up, basically, so if you have to fold it according to where the lines match up, over here as well, match it over there. Let's go to the side here. Those lines will fold here. That will match up with that little line over there. And then you turn it around. All of our currency matches to the symbol.
Dr. Diane, quick question. Okay, so
Another one.
Yes, another one. Why do height differences make or break attraction for some people?
Okay, height, once again, part of attraction. We tend to like people in similar height to us. Now, women tend to like men just a little bit taller than them, or taller enough that it's not too much of a discrepancy. So why do they like taller men? Well, ultimately it comes down to some primal instincts. We like someone that can protect us, in theory. So that may be part of it. Now, you may ask, well, how come sometimes you see a really tall, young, beautiful woman with a short, balding, older guy? And yes, it does occur, and we all see it. Well, in theory, he offers something in resources that makes up for his height disadvantage. So that's maybe not the nicest answer you want to hear, but that tends to be the truth that I know. The more you know.
Chickens naturally have legs like this. Oftentimes we see them either sitting or running, and this is why they use this as a...
I don't mean to alarm everyone, but that definitely isn't a chicken. What chicken do you know has been squatting 200 kg in the gym and then bouncing, not in a good way, get your mind out the gutter, bouncing to get berries out of the tree? That's not very normal. See what I did there? Since when can chickens do that? Oh, see, I can't even do that. That is not a chicken. It's a pterodactyl that's had its wings taken away. What in the dinosaur of this world do we live in? Guys, if that's a chicken, then I need context, because I'm sick and tired of seeing all these weird animals on the internet and nobody explaining to me what's going on. The chicken was Is it real? That's all I need to know, because the lady seemed very convinced. I'm not convinced. I don't think I could eat chicken. If a chicken started bouncing at me like that, I'm out the picture.
What the heck?
2 moons.
Where?
Crazy, right?
Yeah, you're...
Just keep videoing and then turn around to the sunset. Look how pretty it is over there. Now zoom in over there.
Yeah, that's... I don't think that was supposed to be there.
Now go back to the sunset. Oh.
Stars are literally in a line and they are moving across the sky. Also, I've been watching the moon, and the moon has been moving up in a weird position. I've never seen... I have no idea what's going on. Look how fast they're moving. What on earth is going on? What on earth is going on?
So I pull up to the store, and then I saw the lights back behind me, right? Well, that store's got it going on. I looked up, and that star was twinkling a little differently. What is going on up there? Ladies and gentlemen, that's a star in the night sky. Right there, and it hasn't moved. Stars aren't supposed to do that. Stars are not supposed to look like that store's front lights. Yeah, something's fucked up.
Do you ever think about how when Adam and Eve sinned in the Garden of Eden, and then they thought they were naked and they were feeling ashamed and stuff, they tried to cover themselves with fig leaves, try to sew all that together to cover themselves, makeshift clothing and whatnot. That wasn't enough. God literally had to give them new clothing made of animal skins. Wait, hold on. Animal skins. Yes, an animal had to die, or I don't know how many animals, but they had to die in order for them to truly be covered. Something literally had to shed its blood in order for Adam and Eve to truly be covered and absolved from their guilt and their shame. And it really just makes me think about Christ and what he did for us and how he had to die for us to be truly absolved of our guilt and shame, for us to be covered, for us to be clothed in his righteousness, because anything that we can manufacture with our own hands would never be enough.
Don't you think it's strange that fire doesn't hurt my eyes, but a flashlight does? I mean, we've all stared at fire. This is one of the biggest bonfires on record, and we've all looked at fireworks, and how come neither one of those seem to hurt our eyes? Yet when we look into the sun that is supposedly 93 million miles away, even though it's in these clouds, it definitely causes some eye irritation, causes you to squint and even look away. And I mean, they just tell us that the sun is a giant burning ball of fire, right? Well, this is what they tell us it looks like. This is their pictures. And this is mine with a solar filter on, zooming right on in. Does that look like a giant ball of fire to you? And hang around, because I want to show you something. I decided to do another little test with my solar filter, and I put it on while I had my iPhone light on, and a blue hot burning flame, and my Zippo lighter. And let's see how that turned out. Okay, set objects, and what's funny is you couldn't detect the fire, only the iPhone light right there. And what's also strange is when I took my iPhone light and shined it in this paperweight, it looked awfully familiar to me, like what I see in the sky every day. And when I literally compared it to the sun captured in my backyard and that iPhone light shining in that paperweight, so the sun appears to look exactly like my iPhone light in a paperweight, and it, like the light, is visible through a solar filter. And the sun, unlike fire, hurts my eyes just like a flashlight does. So maybe, just maybe, the Bible has it right when it says God made two great lights, a greater light and a lesser light, to rule the night. iPhone light, the sun in my backyard, and moonlight. Maybe they're all just lights and not burning balls of gas or dusty spaceball rocks 238,000 miles away. And by no means am I saying that they are giant iPhone lights, but you never know. There could be giants up there just holding a light down over the firmament. I don't know. You don't know. We don't know. But I know what they're not. It's not a burning ball of gas 93 million miles away. It's just ridiculous if you still think that. And hopefully this video helped you see through the nonsense. But of course, this is all for entertainment purposes. I know that I just don't have a good enough camera to capture this amazing footage. And that's definitely not just CGI. Nope, my camera's not good enough, and I know that the sun is a burning ball of gas 93 million miles away with all these solar ejections and flares. Entertainment only, people. I'm a satire account. I just am here to make you smile and laugh. Entertainment only. Also, just want to give a quick shout out to my buddy Vin in France. You are my man. Couldn't have done this one without you. Awesome work.
How in the world does 1 hour time difference completely makes the sky go dark at night, y'all? Look at this. This is 6:30 p.m. in Florida. It's dark as hell, right? Before it would be like this at 6 p.m., 6:30 p.m. This is how it looked like at 9 p.m., y'all. 9:30 p.m. So what is really going on? It makes no sense. Just 1 hour time difference completely makes the sky dark. The sky's completely black. But just last week before the time change at 9:30, this was the same. The sky looks the same. How does that make sense? What is really going on? What's going on that they're not telling us? Something major is happening right here, right now, because there's a lot of distractions going on, and then you have the elections going on as well. But what sense does it make? 1 hour time difference completely makes the sky completely dark. It makes no sense. 6 p.m., I'm still used to seeing the sun, you know what I'm saying? The sun it's barely setting at that point in time, barely setting. But now it's 6:30 p.m. and the sun's completely gone. It's completely dark out here. Look, completely dark. So something is going on, y'all. Something big is going on. Y'all need to get ready. And for this whole election thing, it is not what it seems, y'all. It is not what it seems. But yeah, y'all, I hope you're ready because anything can happen, y'all. Let's continue to get this shift. Peace in.
This ring is marked with 18K and 750. If you know what those mean, you might assume this is a valuable item. At the time when I'm filming this though, the melt value for this ring is only about 12 cents. And in a moment here, I'm going to show you how I know that. First and foremost, let's discuss those marks. 18K and 750 actually mean exactly the same thing. See, the 750 is a number out of 1,000, and the 18 is a number out of 24, meaning that the ring is allegedly 75% gold. Since we know that 18K means 75%, we can work out that 14K is roughly 58%, and 10K is only 41.7%. That's actually the lowest that many countries allow to be called gold. Although in 19th century Europe and Great Britain, 9-carat gold was incredibly popular. These 9-carat earrings were made in 1890 or so. We don't know the exact year because there aren't any hallmarks. British goldsmiths often skip the step of having small items assayed, owing to the fact that since 1784, assay offices charged by the item rather than by weight. Basically, it was just too expensive to have every little thing officially stamped, and it wasn't legally required until 1973. A lot of smiths still marked pieces with their purities. But since those marks have always been incredibly easy to fake, how are we supposed to know if they're telling the truth? This object is a touchstone. It's a modern one, but it works in almost exactly the same way that touchstones have since before 2000 BCE. Something that's known to be a certain purity of gold is scratched against the surface, and the resulting mark is compared to one from the item being tested. Believe it or not, it's incredibly accurate, but it only works if we have something that we know is gold. If we don't have a reliable reference, we need to break out the acid. While I'm getting ready for that, here's a fun fact for you. Y-O-U-R is always possessive. The term that means you are is a contraction of those same words, so it's spelled Y-O-U''R-E. You're less likely to annoy readers if your writing is devoid of errors.
So anyway,
we'll scratch our ring against the touchstone, then we'll bring out a solution of nitric and hydrochloric acid. It's diluted just enough that it will dissolve anything less than 18-karat gold, and as we can see, the mark immediately fades away. If we try again with a 10-karat solution, the same thing happens, meaning that there's no gold in this ring at all. Even those 9-carat earrings hold up for a while, and a scratch from a real 14-karat ring stays completely intact. There's a whole history associated with how the carat system came to be in use, but we'll save that for another time. What matters is that the practice of faking marks has been around for just as long, so jewelers, pawnbrokers, and antique dealers have all needed ways of determining if a given object is really gold, or just some copper mixed with a bit of zinc. That's how you make brass, by the way. Thanks to the touchstone, the process is easy. And now you're aware of how to test your gold.
Interesting stuff, that one. Did you know how to do it?
Tá. Aí. Show, Carlos. Show. Filmei aqui, beleza?
Ani nemůžeme se podívat dovnitř. Mimozemštění přiletěli.
Oh, strange stuff. Look at this dog. It was mind-blowing to see some dog just go in the backyard and they can't meet them. No, probably that they entered in the next room. Man, this is crazy. Oh, look at this one. This dog knows even how to operate a big phone. This is crazy. Dogs from this side of the world, my friends, they wouldn't be this patient to watch TV. Or it depends on how you train your dogs. I think so. Because, my friend, our dogs here, for them to chill like this, to watch a screen like this one, it will take a lot of time and effort. They would rather just go out there and search for bones. Oh, anyway, it's good vibes. You seeing the reaction from other people's dogs and they see this. My friend watching, have you ever tried watching stuff with any of your pets? How is it like? You see? Kasungmo here on the other side, my friends.
But you know why they faked the moon landings?
Why they fake it?
To beat the Russians and to give us the first pictures of this. And they lied again because it's flat.
What?
And watch this, sir. The boats are not upside down, sir.
Oh, so you
the
telling me-
boats are not sideways
You think
because
that-
the water's flat.
You think the
and
earth is
see
flat?
the kangaroos, sir?
What about kangaroos?
They're not upside down because the earth is flat.
How's the earth
Duh.
flat? How? What? So explain the sun movement.
The sun's doing circles over the flat earth, sir.
Explain when there's hills and the sun gets blocked by the hills. Does it just instantly get cold?
Well, it blocks the sunlight. Sunlight's hot.
So if the sun was to fly over and it got blocked right here, and it'll get cold right here?
You know why they call them airplanes? Because they fly in the air over the plane.
CIA, corporation investigating angels. CIA, corporations investigating angels. Get it?
Watch this right here and tell me if this doesn't blow your mind. That's a human hair right there. This is the Apple CPU, the little chip that's in your phone or your computer. Yeah, watch it and tell me this is not fallen angel technology. I don't know what to say. Because nobody can make something like this. Not even a laser can shoot down that far and create something like this. Yep, just keep watching. We're going way deep. Oh yeah, we're not done yet. It goes further. Yep. And we hit the bottom, finally. This is just, it blows my mind. I can't even fathom it. I can't understand it. But that's exactly what fallen angel technology does. You can't even imagine. You can't imagine it. Can't create it. Yeah.
Jingle bells. That is the origin of the song called Jingle Bells. And One Horse Open Sleigh by J. Pierpont. It's all about the color with the bells around the necks of the sleigh, so the owners could hear when they were trying to flee. You can visit these bells at the Bullock Museum. So it is not a Christmas song for kids. You should read more about James Pierpont. The next time you should think twice before singing this song called Jingle Bells. So when those poor people were trying to flee, and the owners heard the sound coming off the jingle bells, they searched after them on the one-horse open sleigh. Now you know and understand the origin of the song called Jingle Bells on the one-horse open sleigh by Pierpont.
To speed up a DC motor using a capacitor, you can place the capacitor in parallel with the motor. The capacitor helps smooth out the fluctuations in the power supply by storing and releasing electrical energy, which can help improve the overall performance of the motor.
Interesting. Look at this. What's going on here? Yo, through this mirror you can see weird stuff in your room. My God, this is crazy. Imagine you're at night in your room, you check through them and you see such a face. Oh my God. What? And in other beautiful places. Man, this place looks fantastic. Where is this place? Oh, what's going down there? Aye, what's going on? It's hard to understand, explain. English people, what just happened there? Is it ice that just... what? This is hard stuff. What's going on? Is ice entering in the water? Icebergs breaking or what's up? Man, this thing looks cool. English people, is this thing edible? Oh my god, look at it. Ah, wow! Man, the stuff in this world, they're just magnificent. Extremely adorable. Look, that thing just turned, and the other side looks even more cool. Oh, my friend, having a spectacular view like that one is great. Uh-huh. Some guys have some special torch here that can point laser to the stars. Look at this. Oh my god. This is unbelievable. I think this. Ah, and the star just did something. Oh, man, where can you get such type of a torch? What's going on? Is that a normal laser torch? It can point right up to the stars. Ah, that is crazy, man. Look, the stars, after being pointed, they started doing some weird movement.
You see that, Coach Q? They are all over the fucking place. What the fuck? Am I seeing shit?
Well, look at what this girl found here, like a grease in the matrix or something like that. Now, and she just decided to go in through the hole. Whoa, crazy stuff. This one's wanted to do. Whoa, looks like that stuff just opened up a portal in the water. It's good vibes, man. And in other places, some good vibes guy. What's weird with that cap? Can't understand now. That is new. Huh. Look at this reef. It was attracted to this good vibe soul here. Just coming to say hi. Hi. What? Aye. What just happened there? That guy threw one ball and they became two. Some of these things I don't think they are real. Look at this. What's up with the guy and the cup there? Aye. Did you see that? No way. This is quite unreal. What just happened? I've seen these things here, my friends. And now in some other places, on the mountains, the water turned to clouds. Oh man, this is crazy. What looks like an alarm in the sky? Man, this guy nearly had a heart attack walking out of this restaurant and seeing the image is different from inside. This is not new, it's a triplet banana.
This phone allows you to see into parallel dimensions. Check this out, y'all. Okay, Berenstain Bears, how we remember. Now watch this. If you think the story of the golden calf is Israel's attempt to reduce God down to an image, you don't understand the story of the golden calf. Like, it's not just a matter of Hebrew if you don't understand the context of what's trying to be said. When Aaron reveals the golden calf, he says what? Israel, these are your gods, these are your Elohim who brought you up from the land of Egypt. Now here's the problem. Elohim is not the name of God. In Exodus 20, 12 chapters earlier, we see God from Mount Sinai say, I am the Lord your God, I am Yahweh, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, out of the place of slavery. And God is very specific with Moses when he says in Exodus 6:3 that I appeared to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob as God Almighty, or El Shaddai, but I was not known to them by my name, the Lord, Yahweh. Like, this is the whole point of the scriptures when it opens up with Bereshit bara Elohim. It doesn't start with Bereshit bara Yahweh. There's this narrative that's building from Genesis 1 all the way to where God pronounces his name in Exodus 3, that the heavens and the earth were created by this God who we're not entirely sure who he is. Sure, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, they refer to him as El Shaddai. But it's not until the burning bush that God reveals his name to his people as I am that I am. I am the Lord. I am Yahweh. It's the same literary thing that John does in his gospel when he says, in the beginning was the Word. Well, what is this Word? Well, eventually the Word is revealed as Jesus. And just as it was the name of the Lord that the Israelites would cry upon for salvation, it is the name of Jesus that we cry upon for our salvation. So by the time we get to Exodus 32, God has already revealed his name to the Israelites. He's already told them, this is the name by which you were saved. You were rescued up out of Egypt. And when Aaron reveals the calf, he doesn't say, this is the Lord, this is Yahweh. He says, this is Elohim. Elohim, the nameless, unrevealed God. This is the one that delivered you up out of Egypt. That's the one that you should cry out to for salvation. And this is exactly the point that Paul makes in 1 Corinthians 10:7 when he says, don't become what? Idolaters, as some of them were, as it is written, the people sat down to eat and drink and got up to party. Aaron didn't simply make an image of the invisible God. He made an entirely new God for the people to worship. A God who was not revealed to them, a God who isn't the one we call upon to be saved.
Aha, what's up, my friend? Thanks for watching all this film. Lots of love and goodwill. And now to wrap up, my friend, I have some question for you. Who do you think was the fastest person in the Bible or in the book of wisdom? Yes, from this book. Well, my friend, it was Adam, because he was the first in the human race. Just a joke there to brighten your day as we go along. Now, my friend, come. I also have a friend of mine here, and today, my friend, I would like to share something with you from the book of wisdom. I had marked some place here, and the markings are foreign. Wait, my friend, but we read from where God wants us to read from. This is what it says. This is a new one. Let love and faithfulness never leave you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Then you will win favor and a good name in the sight of God and man. That is from Proverbs 3:3. Interesting. Wonderful source. Let's give thanks to our Creator for their love up to this point. Thank you, wonderful Father, for the love, for peace, for joy, Father, and for this minute to be alive together with your child here. Thank you, dear Lord, for being with us from the beginning, Father. Thank you for your spirit and kindness. As we wrap up this video, Father, may you be with us. Remember this viewer in their lives, Father, and reveal yourself to them. Help us, Father, to reach these videos to all the people in this world, and for this family, Father, to grow so that everyone might get your message. In the holy name, Father, we do pray, trusting and believing. Amen. Till next time, good vibes, soul.
I have a question for you also.
You have a question? Yeah. Let me give you, my friend says there's a question.
Why did Samson not argue with Delilah?
Why did Samson not argue with the Delilah?
I tell you.
Tell me.
Because he didn't want to split hairs.
It's a funny one, that one. Good vibes.